Today's 2-minute fairy tale is a creepy Romanian story called The Voice of Death. There's a man who prays day and night to get rich. Once he is rich, he thinks, man, I don't want to die. I can't take this with me. So he decides he's going to journey to a country where there is no such thing as death, and he sets out to find such a place. Finally, he reaches a country where no one has ever heard the word death, and he's like, well, surely there are great numbers of people in your land if no one dies. And they say, no, there aren't great numbers because every now and then someone hears a voice that calls them off and they're compelled to follow the voice and they just leave and they never come back. Well, the man thinks these people are really stupid to follow that voice. Why would you do that? I'm gonna stay here and not follow the voice. So he brings his wife, his family, all his possessions and riches, and he lives in that country. And he's told them, like, no matter what, if you hear a voice telling you to leave, don't follow that voice. And one day they're sitting at the dinner table and the wife suddenly bolts up and she's like, I'm coming. Grabs her fur coat and she's like heading towards the door. And her husband is like, don't you remember what I told you? Stay here. She's like, no, don't you hear that voice calling me? I have to go. I just want to find out what it wants. She's like crawling to get out and he's trying to grab at her and he even pulls off her fur coat and like all of her clothes trying to get her to stay. So finally she's like, oh, okay, you're right. I'll stay. So he relaxes, unbolts the doors, and surprise, she runs out. She's gone. Her husband's like, if she's so foolish to follow this voice, you know what? Let her do it. I don't care. Weeks pass, and then one day he's at the barber shop and his face is all lathered up with soap when suddenly he jumps up from the chair and he's like, I won't come. Do you hear? Because he's hearing the voice now, but he's screaming at it. He's not gonna do it. Grabs the razor from the barber and he's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you so that you can't call out to people anymore. And he runs out the door. The barber doesn't want to lose his razor, so he runs after him. The whole town runs after him and everyone watches as he runs and plummets off a precipice no one knew was there, just disappears off the cliff below like everyone before him, never seen again. Well, the barber and everyone go back to their village and they're like, hey, we know what happens to those people. They all go off a cliff. The rest of the town go to look at this cliff that takes everyone but is never full, but when they get there, it's not there. It's a vast field. And from that time, people of that country died like ordinary mortals all the world over. But I mean, they were dying before. It's just now they have a name. And if you swear you're gonna fight death rather than give in to it, you end up with him all the same. As always, check out my book, my podcast, all the links are in the bio.